With the pandemic or climate change induced weather disaster, nature has spoken. There is no time left and we need to fix what's broken. Decreasing coal supply, increasing number of power cuts and ongoing coal crisis in India necessitates a shift to cleaner, environmentally friendly source of energy like solar energy. Increasing carbon emissions and concentration of greenhouse gases has led to the planetary emergency of climate change. This leads to increasing temperatures, increasing sea levels, melting of polar caps, heat waves, ocean acidification, depletion of ozone layer, and causes diseases like skin cancer, cataract, and others. Decreasing water table level leads to higher number of droughts, which is a serious problem to solve. Digging up to 1,000 feet are required in some parts of India to get access to groundwater. Problems like soil erosion, threat to biodiversity, and lack of cultivable land are caused due to lack of ground cover. Improper waste management leads to spreading diseases like tuberculosis, diarrhea, pneumonia, and others, decreasing soil fertility and lack of hygiene environment.
Our project altogether addresses these problems and slowly and steadily works towards solving the problems like climate change, soil erosion, and all the other things mentioned above.
First, conversion to renewable energy or solar energy. We propose to shift to a cleaner form of energy by usage of photovoltaic cell solar panels, which convert solar energy into useful household electricity through photovoltaic effect. Hence, by installing required number of solar panels, it can provide 100% renewable energy to the project and thereby reducing light bills and carbon emissions drastically.
It reduces dependency on coal power electricity, lowers the impact of climate change, and hence prevents the rising temperatures.
Second, landscape. Part A, drip irrigation. It is the most efficient irrigation method which delivers water and nutrients directly to the plant's root zone in the right amounts and at the right time to grow optimally. This leads to a consistent higher quality yields and 100% land utilization in every topography and soil type. Part B, growing native carbon absorbing plants.
We propose to grow readily available carbon absorbing plants and plants that sequester carbon over a longer period of time, producing a greener and healthier environment. This can help in getting carbon credits in the international voluntary market.
Third, water conservation by using water fixtures. We propose to conserve water by using aerators and low water fixtures which reduce the flow of water and hence saving huge amounts of water in daily usage. This increases the water table levels, amount of water for household, agriculture and industry needs and reduces the number of droughts per year. Fun fact, an aerator can help cut the water flow by less than half to 6 liters of water per minute and saving up to 1274 liters of water a month. Fourth, proper waste disposal through waste segregation and manure conversion from organic waste. We seek to implement the process of waste segregation by usage of 3 types of dustbins for recyclable, non-recyclable and medical wastes. We propose for conversion of organic waste into highly fertile manures by using Vermigold organic waste digester. This reduces chances of spreading diseases, leads to higher hygiene levels and reduces pressure on government agencies for segregation.
It is a sustainable practice of collection and storage of rainwater rather than allowing it to run off. It reduces the wastage of rainwater in houses, towns, as well as cities with recharging water table. It reduces soil erosion and flood hazards and reduces the flow of stormwater to prevent urban flooding.
Sixth, reducing light requirements by using LED lights. LED stands for light emitting diode. LED lighting produces light up to 90% more efficiently than incandescent light bulbs, is more versatile and lasts longer than CFL bulbs. It has 40 times longer lifetime than an incandescent bulb, leads to 60 to 70% improvement in your overall energy efficiency and reduces energy consumption and energy bills drastically. Now the real question is, how will we assess the impact of a project? Assessing the impact through energy and carbon audits.
It is a great tool for identifying energy and carbon efficiency measures and potentials. It is an important tool for verifying the amount of carbon and energy saved. It also serves as a great tool to see the impact of all the features implemented. First, using social corporate funds, which is a company's commitment to manage the social, environmental and economical aspect of its operation responsibly. This channel offers variety of benefits to the CSR funding companies. They emerge as the environment leader and increase their brand value exponentially. The carbon credits generated from the project can either be used by themselves or sold in the voluntary market later. Second, implementation of a project in mutual collaboration with state and central government. With government's plan for development of new modern schools, we would like to incorporate these features during the development process so that the school becomes environmental positive and self-sustainable in the future. We are currently also in talks with one of the state governments for the implementation of this model in the school development plans. We also seek to expand this collaboration on a global scale with respective governments for simultaneous implementation of these steps along with school building. Third, securing funds from organizations that work for betterment of environment and work for spreading awareness about environment. Some of the funding organizations are Agram Foundation, Minda Foundation, Whitley Wildlife Conservation Trust, and others. The advertisement model we are going to implement is mostly through word of mouth manner along with social media marketing.
We acknowledge that there are some other similar projects like WWF Pakistan, Green School Program and Green School Project Ireland. However, our project is one of its kind environmental projects that is much focused on learning while implementing.
Our project primarily focuses on involving the young future generation in the process of implementation of all these 7 steps, making them an integral part of the process. This grows a long-lasting awareness and educates them about the importance of a healthy atmosphere.
Secondly, most of the private limited companies have an aim for profit in the service they provide, whereas we are an applied non-profit organization and our sole intention is to have a better environment for the future. Thirdly, other similar projects are very much fragmented. That is, they only provide a service at a time. For example, only solar panels or only water fixtures just at one time. But we intend to provide the whole combined package with all the 7 features included.
It should be noted that all the results are based on a plot area of 4000 square meter and build-up area of 1750 square meter and assuming 500 students. First, water collection of 1500 cubic liter from rainwater harvesting.
Water recharge of 1000 cubic liters approximately per annum.
Energy saving of 7000 kilowatt approx per annum from solar energy.
Water savings of approximately 600 cubic liters per annum out of 500 cubic liters from irrigation management.
Water saving of 400 cubic liters per annum out of 1800 cubic liters from water efficient fixtures.
Generation of 100 kg compost approximately per annum from organic and inorganic waste management.
Energy saving of 1500 kilowatt approx per annum by reduced consumption from energy efficient fixtures.
Carbon credit and earning 7000 kg approx from water and energy audit.